Hey, it's Joe Sculley. Yesterday I testified in opposition to a very misguided provision in a climate change bill. It's a provision that would have Connecticut adopt, by referencing California statutes, California emission standards for medium and heavy duty trucks. These are emission standards that would be more strict than what the federal government requires. This would lead to the beginning of creating a patchwork of state by state emissions requirements that manufacturers would have to follow. But for Connecticut-based businesses, it's going to put them at a competitive disadvantage. They'd have to be buying trucks that adhere to a standard that is more strict than what the federal government requires. That means a more expensive truck for Connecticut-based trucking companies. But at the same time, out-of-state trucks that come through that are complying with EPA standards but not the more stringent California standards, this doesn't apply to them. So they can operate business as usual while Connecticut-based companies have higher costs and new equipment to purchase. I think this bill ignores the great progress that's been made by the trucking industry in terms of emissions reductions and fuel efficiency improvements through a series of mandates from the federal government beginning in 2002 and then again in 2004, 07, 2010, 2014, 2018. We've got new standards coming up, 2021, 24, 27. They've all resulted in a 98% reduction in NOx emissions, in particulate matter emissions, improved fuel efficiency, CO2 reduction. It's cost the industry tens of billions of dollars according to EPA calculations. So we are making great progress. We don't need a misguided bill here to put Connecticut at a competitive disadvantage. Let's keep implementing the federal standards. By the way, there are new federal low NOx standards already being planned to be implemented in 2027. But also, according to the Connecticut Department of Energy and Environmental Protection, only 2% of greenhouse gas emissions from mobile combustion comes from diesel. Additionally, EPA has a study from back in 2014. In Connecticut, light-duty vehicles contribute 9 times more CO2 emissions than heavy-duty trucks, 3 times more NOx emissions than heavy-duty trucks, twice as much particulate matter as heavy-duty trucks. So this bill is targeting the vehicles, the groups that are doing the right thing by complying with these progressively more stringent standards. Additionally, MTAC members have been proactive. They've been taking advantage of the great grant program made available by DEEP, funded by the Volkswagen cheating scandal. When I testified yesterday, I said that there have been 25 projects that received grant funds in the first 2 rounds of funding. 10 of them were MTAC members, meaning that these members put up money to buy cleaner trucks. They get a little bit of assistance through these grants, but they destroy the older, dirtier trucks. I just got word this morning from a member that they just received another grant. So we're up to 11 members now in 2 years who have received grants for cleaner, newer trucks. And to do that, they have to take older, dirtier trucks off the road. So our industry is already doing the right thing. Let's not punish Connecticut-based businesses anymore by putting them at a competitive disadvantage, making them buy more expensive trucks than their competitors in surrounding states will. This is only going to push truck purchases out of state. It may push trucking businesses to base more of their operations in other states if they have them there. So this may be well intended, but it's very misguided and should not move forward.